In today's video, I'm going to show you the difference between paid ads and organic content and why you should have both of them running in your business at the same time. So when you think about the end goal of running paid ads, right, I want you to think about something like this. There's a reason why there's a end goal destination. At the end of this scenario, what likely should happen are two things. You should have one, someone who's extremely happy about what you've obviously done for them, right? That's the people, the service, etc. And at the same time, you should have money which you can show from the work you've actually done. Now, organic content, what is that? That's content, free content. That's content which you record or you write up or you speak into, like you record like a podcast, audio podcast, etc. You create content, you produce content, and you share it out there for people to see. This video, for example, is some organic content. So creating content like this is obviously important, but at the same time, running ads which are selling your product all the way around the clock, right, whether you're awake or asleep or anything along those lines, is also essential. Okay, so I want you to think about this in like two diagrams, right? There's two ways to get this to this scenario, and most people don't think about it or think in these terms. So when you think about organic, right, this is just like the typical framework. If we think about this as long term, right, for most people in this equation, what happens is you create content, and after creating content, right, content over weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and sometimes even creating daily content, right, what happens is you find yourself in a situation now where you can start to make some money, and organic content will begin to pay you very well. And at the same time, as you get to the end of this destination, organic content is going to continue to help the people that you are going to serve. Now, I already mentioned this before, I mentioned this again, I still do organic content today, and as well as doing ads. There's this false dichotomy, there's this like confusion a lot of people have where it's like, well, I need to either create content organically or I need to do paid ads. Some people are just hell-bent on organic and they swear by it. Some people are hell-bent on ads and they swear by it. But the truth is, you want to use both of them together, combine both of them, because that's the best scenario to be in, because both of them work very well hand in hand. So what is the benefit of something like this? Well, most people will tell you that it's free. Well, for the most part, yes, you're not paying for people to see your content in that way, but you are paying for the equipment if you're going to be using equipment, and obviously you're going to be paying for the time it takes for you to create content, which is obviously even more valuable than the money, but that's a lesson for another day. It normally will take time, and this is why we say it's a long-term strategy, because most people aren't good enough in the beginning with their content to get results. But as time goes on, weeks, months, typically for most people, sometimes it even takes years, and eventually it will start to pay you big time. Now, it can pay you so lucratively, that's why it's worth the wait. And that's one of the reasons why you should continue to create content, but even if it's not your main school of thought. So now when you think about ads, right, both of them are taking you to this same destination. So we're going to have another timeline now, but it's going to be a little bit different. And this is one of the reasons why everyone should take ads really seriously. So we're going to break it down into three sections. What we have first, right, we have short term, we have medium term, or you could say mid-term, but medium, and we have long term. Okay. Now, the difference between organic and ads is when you run the correct frameworks with your ads, you don't have to create content like you see up here. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do it this way. But this is the difference. With ads, when you use proven, tried and tested ad formulas, ad systems, the kind of ads and the frameworks I use in my ads today, which are sent out to the right people, what happens is you can get paid as a short term with your ads. This is one of the things I show people how to do. Like, for example, right, I've got a product called Cash Flow for Christians. It's a $200 product, and one of the things I show them how to do in that product is how to create a digital product that can pay you money right away in 7 days or less, right? And I give examples of how I launched a brand new product in a brand new market with basically a small following and was able to get sales within like the first 24 hours. The reason why I could do that is because I couldn't promise someone, or I couldn't confidently say with organic, this up here, you can make money in your first 7 days creating content, right? With ads, with this, it's much more likely, and I'm much more confident about this, because you are creating an ad and you are paying money, right? You can start as little as $5 a day and still get sales, and you're being broadcast to the very people that your product, your service can help. So I'm not saying ads are better than organic, right? Because at the end of the day, think about how we broke this down. We've got short term, we've got mid term, we've got long term. Both of these frameworks are getting people to the end, in the end goal, right? Which is helping them. But at the same time, as you help them, they are going to be happy to help you by paying you, etc. So when you think about what you want, right? You most likely want more income, and you likely want it sooner rather than later, and you want more time. Ads are always a great way for you to start to do this right now, because again, there's an instant result, there's a medium term result, and there's also a long term result. The better you get at ads, the more you're going to make as time goes on. The same way I was mentioning earlier on, the more you do in regards to organic content, the better you get at organic content, the more results you're going to get as well. So this is what you need to realize. Don't think that running ads is a bad thing, or just focusing on organic content is a bad thing. I'm not even saying in this video that paid ads is better than organic. Both of them are very powerful. Both of them should be used. And I said previously I'm going to make this video because I was breaking down some of these frameworks for some high level customers, and I was just saying, well, look, like, people really need to understand the difference between organic and paid, but from a perspective where it's not, oh, organic doesn't work or paid doesn't work. It's like, no, both of them work and both of them are very beneficial. I use organic content in my business right now, mainly just to educate the people that will become customers in the future. Because if they realize, okay, this is the sort of stuff Israel's doing on a daily basis, this is the sort of stuff he's helping people with, some people are going to turn around and say, yeah, I want some of this help. Like, can you help me? How can you help me? So if this framework was very beneficial for you and you can see how this can actually help your online business, then let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do more videos like this, and I'll do that. But until next time, go win and God bless, winner.